So today we are going to be looking at Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster Busts Loose. Now this is a game I remember quite fondly. When I was younger, I somehow convinced my dad to lend me enough money to purchase a Super Nintendo game backup unit. Now these were big devices that plugged into the Super Nintendo cartridge slot, and it had a 3.5-inch floppy drive for saving the backups to. This was a time before emulation, and these were like brand new games. And I just remember it was a few weeks before my birthday, so my dad ended up paying for half of it, and he let me borrow the other half of the money to purchase the game copier. So my dad, my friend, and I all go over to this kid's house, and this was in like a really nice, rich neighborhood. And I guess he was importing the game copiers from Hong Kong and then reselling them through word of mouth, because this was before everyone had internet. And so it was kind of like a friend of a friend of a friend type of thing. I had never met him before. So we go over to this guy's house, and he's demonstrating the game backup unit for us. And he loads up this game, Tiny Toon's Adventures. And so we're like, okay, Tiny Toon's Adventures, you know, Looney Tunes, whoop-de-doo. But as he's playing it, we're just so impressed. We ended up convincing him to throw in a copy of the game as part of the deal. And so we get home, and it was like maybe 3 of my friends and I all stayed up all night and just played completely through this game. And then we also played completely through like 4 other games up till like, I don't know, halfway through the next day before we all ended up passing out. But it was just such a magical experience, and it was so much fun, and I just have so many fond memories because this is one of the first games I had played on my game backup unit, which just was an amazing time. But anyway, enough about all that. Let's get to this great platformer by Konami. In Buster Busts Loose, you will play as Bunny Buster. The goal is to make your way through each level collecting stars, health power-up carrots, and speed carrots, which are critical to making certain jumps. Your controls are jump, kick to attack, and dash. You'll have to keep an eye on your dash meter to make sure you have enough speed left before you scale a wall or make a running leap. Your dash meter will slowly replenish itself while you are not running, and picking up speed carrots along the way will immediately refill your dash meter, which is great if you want to run for an extended period of time. The levels are very well designed and never feel repetitive. Each new area offers unique, exciting challenges and new enemy types. At the end of each level is a bonus game. Spin the wheel to play one of 5 minigames where you can earn extra lives. Sweetie Bird's Mystery Weight Challenge is one of the more luck-based challenges, which has you choosing a weigh-in sequence along with your computer opponent. Every time one of your characters weighs more than the computer character, you'll earn an extra life. In Hungry Boy Hampton, you'll have to rearrange the path Hampton is walking on so that he eats as many apples as possible before either the time runs out or he hits a break in the path. You'll earn 1 extra life for each apple he eats. Plucky Duck's Go-Go Bingo is another chance game that has you completing lines of bingo to earn extra lives. Furball's Championship Squash will have you playing squash against the wall. Each time you hit the ball, it will speed up and you will get closer to earning extra lives. Hitting the various characters that run through your path will award you various bonuses, like freezing the time limit or slowing the ball down. Finally, Bab's Bunny Find Your Friends is a maze game where you need to avoid the characters coming after you and help your friends which have been locked up in closets. You'll have a gay old time helping each friend come out of the closet and will be awarded an extra life for each one. This game is probably my favorite of the minigames and plays a bit like Pac-Man in a sense. Buster Busts Loose will have you stuffing Dizzy's face with conveyor belts full of food, running through the Wild West, skipping rope, traversing wild train cars, creeping through spooky mansions, playing football, how cool is that? Floating through the air, playing pinball, going to space, and so much more. The boss battles in this game are also a lot of fun and require you to think a bit about how to hurt each one. The levels are challenging but rewarding. There are several scenarios that were lifted straight from the various Tiny Toons episodes, which I also think is pretty cool. In short, this is a very enjoyable game for anyone of all ages, even if you've never watched the cartoon. So anyway, that's my quick review of Tiny Toons Adventures, Buster Bust Loose, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.